All right. Bard spells. We got
Alright, let's just give me
the
the starter.
the ones that we have not covered are about 5 of them, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our first new bard spell is Call Deity.
This is also worth noting on the cleric, druid, sorcerer, warlock, wizard
This is
list.
given to a lot of cast, or actually, yeah, literally all ninth level casters, or full casters. You know what I mean?
Yes, there's a reason for that.
As
It
it's
is
a
an
foe.
action, self, verbal somatic. You can only cast this spell during the duration of a contact deity spell you also cast.
Which also is another new spell in this book.
You cause the deity you contact to manifest in the nearest unoccupied space for 1 hour. It acts as it wishes but treats you as an ally. If you don't take actions against it, it doesn't extend this courtesy to you or your allies, and interprets your attempts to protect others as it. Oh wait, it acts as it wishes but treats you as an ally if you don't take actions against you. It doesn't extend this courtesy to your allies, and interprets your attempts to protect others as acting against it. I need to see what Contact Deity does, but this spell is bad.
This has some issues, and yeah, we could just
I
jump cut
guess we
to
gotta look
contact.
at
Yeah, we could just jump cut
which
to
is a
there.
level 5 Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard spell. It's
Uh,
1 minute, or you can ritual cast
or
it.
ritual.
You contact a deity of the Cthulhu mythos. You can ask the entity 1d6 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. You receive a correct answer for each question. Old ones aren't necessarily omniscient, so you might receive unclear as an answer, if a question pertains to information that lies beyond the old one's knowledge. In a case where a one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the old one's interest, the GM might offer a short phrase as an answer instead. When you cast this spell, roll a d20. If you roll a 1, the deity appears in the nearest unoccupied space and attacks creatures including you in the area for the spell's duration for returning to its realm.
So realistically, more than likely, you're spending both a 5th level and an 8th level to potentially, like for the original Call Deity.
Uh, no more than likely. If you're talking about call, I mean, you can ritual cast this.
You can.
The real issue is, first off, I can't imagine a scenario where I would want to summon one of these Cthulhu Mythos guys. Especially if they are not going to like my friends and will almost certainly attack them.
Right. Even if, let's say,
So it's like,
you're setting.
great, I called Cthulhu in, and now Cthulhu is causing me so much more damage. What a use of an 8th level spell.
Yeah, no, it's
I,
and also the reason why I say 5th
uh,
and 8th is because if you're choosing to ritual cast the other one, which lets you ask the questions, which isn't there already a D&D spell that does that for deities?
yeah, several.
Uh, if you're
Yes,
wanting
I do want to point out it's a minute casting time.
right or ritual, so it's like you're already spending a minute to cast this.
Because it's a minute, there are not going to be many scenarios where I would choose. There are not going to be many scenarios where a player would have a minute but not have 10.
Right. Yeah, no, it's like
So you're not.
it's a
But
small
again,
window when
the
you would
issue here,
use it.
yeah, the issue for Call of Deity is the entire. We need to take a look at some stat blocks, which is insane for me to say.
I mean, we do have, I believe we have Cthulhu in here if you want to take a look at that one.
We just need to look at the stat blocks all around.
Oh boy.
Because, unfortunately for us, uh, any of these could. Here we go.
Color.
Be the
Outer
color
space.
of outer space. So I don't know why you pronounced that weird.
Oh no, I know the spelling is correct for color, like it's like other countries use it, but I just find it funny.
Anyways, Yes, other countries like mine. Anyways, so this is a CR8 monster. So you're
135
spending
hit
again. So
points.
I'm spending an 8th level spell slot to get a CR8, who, for the record, is just going to beat up all my friends, and I can't even get him up during a fight.
Well, I will say this.
Again,
It doesn't outright say the deity is outright hostile to your friends. So it's like, as long as the friends that your friends are doing what they, I see the chaotic evil. As long as the friends that you have are doing what would please the deity, maybe there's something there. Like if the spell said
here
they're
is the
outright
Ross.
hostile, that's a whole different
See,
thing.
Ross. That is a great argument. This is the Cthulhu mythos. You don't please the Cthulhu mythos. That is literally a thing you can't do. They don't care about you, and they definitely will kill you if they can.
Fair,
It is literally a thing baked into the lore.
fair.
Again, and again, the issue really is it is less that I am spending an 8th level spell to do what exactly?
Yeah, no. Even
To
if
summon
we,
a
even if
to
we,
summon. Let's see. Where is our? Let's see, our 10. Oh wait, maybe this won't be one of the big ones.
oh,
Here we go. To summon again. This is guy who will kill me. Summon him, and again, you're
yeah, no,
summoning all these guys.
even if we say, hey, let's expand the spell to where like it works for any deity. Of course, I would say probably one that like you've talked to with your DM and whatnot. First off, I think that adds a lot of work to the DM because like, let's say I'm a follower of Shar as a cleric. Does that mean you're gonna have to build a Shar stat block? I mean, sure, someone has already, but still.
Ross, you are no. There is no universe where this spell gets homered to do what you just said.
Oh no,
That like
I'm just
literally
saying.
breaks the spirit of the spell.
I'm not even saying that
It
we're
is a
doing that.
spell
I'm just.
very yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even saying like we actually
Yeah.
do that. I was just saying that for instance, like.
The name is misleading because it doesn't actually summon deities. It very specifically summons stuff from the Cthulhu mythos, which is fine.
Right.
But the issue is there is very little situation. You're not going to get wisdom from a Cthulhu mythos thing. They want to make you insane. That's what they do. You're not going to get a good task doer. You don't get them as a servant. They're going to do whatever they want to do.
Right.
And it's not like you can be like, oh, look at that. There's an enemy way worse than me over there that you can beat up. Because, of course, how are you going to cast this during a fight?
It's possible, but very, very, very difficult and annoying. To the point where I would rather. I'm assuming both our stances are approved of that thought.
No.
I think. No?
No. Even with all that, this thing is campaign breaking, even as a level 8 spell. Not in the player's favor, to be clear.
Oh, absolutely not in the play. Very unlikely to be in the player's favor.
The issue with this spell is the second you put the, and this is probably going to be an issue with a lot of these spells. The second you put the Cthulhu mythos in the campaign as an active element, and summoning them would be doing exactly that, the campaign kind of has to be about it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. Yeah, I'm also saying me as a player.
My point, not yeah.
Honestly, I could see this being cast sort of like a final boss encounter. Like, oh, like this cult is trying to summon Cthulhu and stuff like that. This would be like a fun little campaign ending thing.
I mean,
sort of like what they did with Tyranny of Dragons.
You're not wrong, but again, fun fact, they didn't give them an actual spell because you don't need an actual spell.
That's true.
Anyways, all I have to say, unfortunately, really bad spell, not even worth reworking. Next.
Wait, so we're banning it?
What do you think I was saying? Yes, we're
Oh,
banning
oh,
it.
okay. Yeah,
It is a bad spell that is also campaign breaking.
yeah, no.
Not in a
And,
good
this
way.
is, and to be
The
clear,
way you
this
said
is
that was
both
a little
of them.
confusing.
Yeah, this is both of them.
Let's see. So we also covered, because we had to, contact deity was the other one, right?
Yep, same one.
Here comes
Same one.
ban. Alright, our next spell, going down the list, we had to jump cut a little bit. Chant of Thoth?
Thoth.
Thoth.
It is a cantrip. The first time you fail an intelligence check during the spell's duration, you may automatically succeed on the check. If the DC is less than your spell save DC, otherwise you gain a +2 bonus to that check. Once you use this benefit, you cannot use it again until you finish a short rest. Why is this a cantrip?
Yeah. And even then,
For the record, I am fine with this ability as a once per day thing you're doing. I just don't get why it's a cantrip.
I don't understand why it's a cantrip for two reasons. With the short rest requirement, you're more than likely only getting what, 2 castings? Once in the beginning of the day and maybe once during a short rest. Maybe your DM is favorable and you'll get 3 short rests in one day.
But yeah, no, I mean that's exactly it.
But also, I'm looking at the spell. Sure, it's neat that I get a potential automatic success or even a +2 to the check. Why wouldn't I just have guidance? Guidance is way more versatile. I know guidance isn't for these classes, but guidance is fairly easy to get access to.
I disagree, Ross. This definitely trumps guidance.
Here's my reasoning for why it doesn't.
Okay.
Sure, this is an automatic succeed, which, in theory,
DC's not fair.
right. Also, I just realized with 2014 in mind, this would impact counterspells. So that is something I need to make note for the table.
Maybe, but anyways.
Well, of course, depending on the caster, aka just wizard.
Yeah.
But
Keep going.
But the reason why I think guidance is just simply better is, first off, it isn't limited to just yourself. You could do this to any of your allies.
Correct, but we're focused. Again, let's focus on the same scenario where we could use this.
We also, I want to bring up, guidance would be quicker to trigger because, let's say you're in a room and you want to investigate. You have to wait a minute in order, unless you casted it at the beginning of the day, which you could have.
I mean, Ross, if you're not casting at the beginning of the day, what are you doing?
But then also, guidance is just way more versatile. You could use it for any check.
Yes, well, that is true. When it comes specifically to intelligence checks, this spell trumps guidance. Even if the check exceeds your DC. A flat +2 bonus is a lot more consistent than guidance will be.
That's fair. But also, here's another factor. Looking at these not subclasses. Looking at these classes, Bard, Sorcerer, Wizard, and Warlock, all of them really heavily require you to make decent decisions with your cantrip choices. I think, especially Bards. Sorcerers get 4 at the start, I believe. So that one, not
usually,
as much.
yeah. I know usually it's the other foot where you're the one vouching for, and I'm the one being like, no, this is actually bad.
I mean, hey, that's
Ross,
what approved or not is. It's like it changes it'll eventually change the perspective.
Let's keep going. Let me get. I think, Ross, you are forgetting an important detail.
Okay.
Bards and wizards want to make a lot of intelligence checks more than anything. Okay,
Especially wizards.
Bards just want to make a lot of checks, period.
Right.
But bards and wizards, and let's be nice, I'd also do something artificialist, honestly, if you gave me the choice.
Right.
They want to make intelligence checks. And so, this spell can make sure that a lot of like low DC stuff that would usually be gatekept will be given to you. And the best part about this thing that really trumps over guidance is you completely get to pick when you use it.
Oh, do you get? No, it's the first time you make an intelligence check during the duration.
You may. Which means you can choose not to.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, but that is besides the point.
You know what? You convinced me that it was better than it was. I still think guidance is more versatile. However,
In
you did.
most cases, yes, guidance would be more versatile.
However,
You're not wrong,
you did make a good point.
but I don't think it's not. If someone in your, I think, let's say you had a cleric who already had guidance. Plus, most of these guys just don't get guidance, so it's a moot point.
And they all have ways.
I mean, everyone has ways.
Right.
That's not the point.
Right, but
If
they'd have to
someone
go
else
out of
has
their way.
guidance, yeah. If someone else has guidance, this is worth picking up. What's next?
The next spell that we have, let's see. That one already looked at. That one's already banned because we just covered it. Oh, I'm assuming this one relates to the other two we banned earlier, but it's still worth checking. Dismiss deity.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Fifth level abjuration.
Choose a bloodied mythos or deity creature that you can see within range. The target is transported to a random location on a plane. GM's choice associated with its creature type. No.
What? Wait.
No.
What does it mean? Associate? Does it have like a table we could look at? Like what?
No. They're letting the DM decide because they don't want to mess with the lore, basically. They don't want to tell you, oh, all the Cthulhu stuff comes from the abyss. Because they don't want to put that into reality.
Right. But also...
Even bloodied, this is a non-concentration spell. That
this just
is
trumps
a better banishment.
Yeah. Bloody is half health, right? I'm not crazy. That's how bloody works.
Correct, yes. But
also...
we were looking at some of those Mythos monsters, and you know what half of 420 is? Still a lot of hit points that we're supposed to be working through.
Oh, absolutely.
This can trivialize some fights.
Yeah, I am not surprised that we are banning this.
Yeah, we're going to ban it. Yeah, we're going to ban it. Anything else?
Oh, why the fuck did I ban? I actually typed approved him at first thought. Anyway, and I believe we have one more to look at. Let me just double check. We covered that. Oh, did I miscount? You know what? My bad. I miscounted. We have covered.
Was there actually 4?
Yes. There was only 4.
All right. Well, that makes sense. Spinning the wheel. When we come back, we'll look at if they have it.
The druid. And yeah. Also, we removed paladin because I double checked. There are no paladin spells in this book at all.
All right.
Anyway, we'll be back.
We are back.
Right, druid.
All right. What do they got?
So the first spell that we've not covered yet,
and
I'm gonna try to pronounce this correctly. Dust of Solmi.
Suleiman. I'm just guessing, dudes.
Right, yeah, no. You understand why.
Conjure up a cloud of fire. This is concentration, 10 minutes, 4th level conjuration spell.
Action.
You conjure up a cloud of dust that harms supernatural creatures. You create choose a creature type other than beast or humanoid. Each creature of that chosen type within the sphere takes 20 force damage. Period.
Just
A creature takes all states of damage when the sphere moves into the space and when it enters the sphere or ends its turn there.
There
A creature
is
takes
a
damage only once per turn.
there is a clarification for this one.
Oh.
Uh, so it says here strike the words, and it has a quote thing. When the sphere moves into its space and then end the
I see
quote
what happened.
from the
I see
second
what happened.
to last sentence.
Yeah. I see what happened here. Yeah, so what happened here is they copied Flaming Sphere.
Okay.
This isn't meant to... I don't know why they copied Flaming Sphere when I feel there are other spells that'll do way better, close to what you wanted. I mean, the spells... It is fine. It is, depending on what you do, some nice and consistent damage.
Yeah.
But by the time you got access to 4th level spells, I'm not too concerned about 20 damage consistency, so I'm going to allow it.
Yeah. And like there is a spell that we could compare this to, which would be whatchamacallit? The Guardian of Faith.
Yeah.
However, the difference between that and this one is the fact well, it has a save, but also it's not concentration.
Correct.
So that's something to factor in.
Yep. Alright.
Next one.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Evil Eye.
My dread evil eye. It be an enchantment cantrip. Action 120 feet. Somatic demonstration around. You glare at a creature within range, imposing a baleful hex on it. The target takes 1d4 plus 2 psychic damage. That's weird. That's just weird.
Yeah, and
Attack rolls and armed strikes against it can score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20 for the round. The damage increases by 1d4 plus 2 when you reach levels 5, 11, and 17.
so right off the bat,
I'm gonna be honest.
the scaling is weird. It doesn't outscale anything, to be clear. But it's just weird.
A Vicious Mockery. Actually, no. Not Vicious Mockery. Wait, is Vicious Mockery D6 or is it D4? I can't remember.
Oh, I always forget. I think it was I think it. Is it D4 or is it D? God damn it! I should check this. This ish.
All that being said, it's annoying to think about, but there's nothing inherently wrong with this damage scaling.
The damage scaling, the damage scaling is not bad. There is a glaring issue that I propose we have to fix it. Which there's an easy way to fix it. But please, do you see the issue with this?
Is that another crit move? Because there's 1,000 crit
moves. No. In fact, I think the crit move is fine.
All right, but okay. Maybe you can help me out here because I'm not seeing it.
So, Pleeps, when you cast this spell, let's say you're casting it on Eve.
Yeah.
How would you do it? Is it a attack roll? Is it a save?
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Which simply put, I would make this into a wisdom save. That's my personal opinion. Like it's an easy change to fix. I'm just shocked that it doesn't have it in there to begin with.
You are correct. It should be a wisdom save. I missed it. I'm embarrassed I missed it, but I did miss it. That being said, I'm of two minds. Balance-wise, I prefer an attack roll, especially with how weak it is. But it would not make sense to be an attack roll.
Yeah, no.
So yeah. Make it a wisdom save.
Other than that, good to approve.
Yep.
Yeah, no. When I read that, this is the one where I was talking to you, where like, I'm sorry, wait, this doesn't have anything attached to it.
Yeah.
Just no.
Anyways, with that being said, that is this time around.
Well, actually, let me just do a quick double check. Yep, that's it. And we had already
All
spun it
right. We are
because
going
we're
to Warlock next time. There's a
Yep.
lot to it.
yeah. There's a lot
All
to
right.
it. So yep,
See you next time.
we'll be taking a break. All right, we're
All
back
right,
from
this is
our
the Warlock spell list. Let's do this.
yep Warlock spells. We got a good lot of them, so let's just get this started. The first spell, Body Warping Gorgolith.
Gorgoroth.
Hey, I said it right.
It's level 1 transmutation. Action, self. It's a concentration spell, up to a minute. Choose a humanoid of your size that you can see in range. You physically transform to become an exact duplicate of that creature for the duration. Even a thorough physical examination fails to find any difference between you and that target. Your voice and equipment don't change.
There is a clarification on this one.
Uh,
It says on here, strike, in quotes, in range from the first sentence.
okay. Alter self. A second level. You have to choose one of the following.
The Alter Self has way more mechanical stuff you could do with it.
Well, that is true. You had one option. When you cast a spell, choose one of the following options. But here's the thing: when you cast all stuff, you only pick one of the options.
Right.
And change it. So basically, change appearance is its own second level spell. And your voice. I guess the big difference here is the voice thing.
Oh, what was the other stuff about that spell? Like, what level is it and whatnot?
Our spell or Alter Self?
The new spell. That go
First.
Okay. So, how long does it... It also lasts for a lot shorter of
10
a
minutes.
time. It lasts for an
Again,
hour.
Yeah, well, that is true. I will give you that. I don't
know, because
know.
I'm looking at this, and you have two things to compare this to, right? You have Alter Self, which was that was a smart one to bring up, but you also have Disguise Self.
The thing about Disguise Self is it's an illusion.
That's true, and you're like actually for this and the other one, you're actually transforming.
My issue, my genuine issue. You can see you can't change your body type, so you must adopt one that has a basic range length. Otherwise, the distinct illusion is up to you to change the physical use blah blah blah.
This is a hard one.
I think what I am going to say is, at the end of the day, the spell is both redundant and eating into something that is done by a higher level spell. I think this is a no value spell for us. Let's move right along.
What do I put that as? Approved but no value, or
Not approved.
or not approved?
No value means I don't even care to rework it. To make it function.
Next one, Breath of the Deep. But I guess a lot of these spells have sorcerer, warlock, and wizard.
Yep. You conjure concentration for 10 minutes. You conjure seawater from the deepest trench to surround a creature that you can see within range. The water seeps the target around its body, slowly crushing it with an unfathomable weight of the sea. The target takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage and is unable to talk for the duration, or use the verbal components of spells.
I checked. There is no alteration for the spell. So, this is what it is. So, action, 120 feet.
I mean, the issue I have with this spell is, Ross, help me out here, boss. Help me out. How do you stop this from happening to you?
Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah. There's no... I would attach it to a save. Probably,
Con.
Yeah, I would agree, con.
But yeah, con save, and they can make it at the end of every turn.
Yeah. Approved, added, con, save,
Also, wait.
and repeat.
Yeah. However, I will buff it in one way, too, is I will have the damage itself repeat as well.
Oh, the damage is going to repeat. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all fine for a second level spell that hits one target, I think. Yeah.
Would it repeat would it repeat after, like, so, like, the con save happens? Is the con save at the start or end of the turn? That's actually a good
End of turn. Always end of turn. Always end of turn.
End of turn. So would the damage happen after they remake the save, or if they start it?
Damage would be at the start of turn.
Okay.
All right, next spell.
All right. Next spell. We covered that. Covered that. Covered that. Clutch of Darkness.
Clutch of Darkness. Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard, bonus action 120, verbal smack, concentration per minute. You create a terrible force that slowly crushes the target from inside. Choose a creature that you can see within range and roll 2d6 and record the total roll.
Okay.
At the start of each of your turns, roll another 2d6 and add the number rolled to the total. If the total is greater than the target's strength, it is disadvantage on strength-based attacks. If the total is greater than the target's dexterity and speed is halved, then attack rolls against it have advantage. If the total is greater than its current hit points, the target immediately implodes and dies.
Okay.
What?
Is this going on to the category of possibly one of the weirdest spells I've ever seen?
My issue with this spell is for what it does. First off, it's a win con. It's 100% a win con. What I need to determine... I'll give you a second. I need to stand up for a second.
Yeah.
What I need to determine... Ignore that. Yeah. Stop being a mess. Come on. There we go. Sorry about that. What I need to determine here is what it does. Okay. You know what? Let's do some math.
Yeah, because I feel like this one's a situation where math would be required to like think about with this one.
The best this can do. We need to look at this as the best it can do. So turn 1 is 12.
Yes.
Turn 2 is 24.
Which already off the bat.
That means that the best rolls you are going to hit. Like you are going to hit basically these two conditions.
Right.
Then we add another 12. Turn 3 is 36. The fact is, I think this instant kills too many things. Like this will very quickly kill.
I think this scales too quickly.
Yeah, I have to ban it. I can't even think of a good rework here.
Well, first off, I was gonna say. First off, I don't understand why it's a clutch of darkness. Like, I guess it's like a terrible force. But yeah, that already is a fail in my opinion. Also, I wouldn't be opposed to these first two. Like, have it to where for a turn during this, if it exceeds, they'll have disadvantage for that turn. However, it will reset back to 0, and like you'll have to like recharge up again. But also,
you're making the spell really bad, Ross. That's the issue. You take away the hit point thing, which is what I would do to balance it.
Oh, just
we have something that is really slow to start. Here's the thing, Ross. If something has a score of 12 in strength, are you really going to care about giving it disadvantage on strike stuff? No, because it's probably going to fail most checks it has to make. Also, those are checks, not saves, I want to point out. Anyways,
you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And it's same for Dex. It's like, yeah. Odds are...
Also, am I crazy? Or, I feel like of the stat blocks that I've seen, now you've looked at stat blocks more than I have.
Yeah.
It never really says if the attack is based off of strength or dex. You can make conclusions for some of them. But...
I mean, Ross, the reason it doesn't say is because it doesn't have to, technically. Yes, I know there are abilities that were added way later that care about that.
Right, yeah.
But, generally speaking, monsters don't. They're just... Because that's not information the DM needs.
Right.
Anyways. But more importantly, yeah. Yeah, I can't think of a way to rework this spell to make it work. It doesn't overly nerf the spell.
Yeah, I'll say it's one of the more complicated spells that we've seen.
Yeah.
Alright, next spell. Create Mist of
Relaya.
Wraith?
Doesn't matter.
I think this one's on this list. No, it's
Action,
not.
120 feet, verbal somatic, up to 10 minutes. It's an ancient city cloaked in horror-filled mist. You tap into it to create a 20-foot sphere of fog, surrounded put within range. Sphere is lightly obscured. Strange lead shapes are visible within it. A creature that ends its turn within takes a 2/4 point beast creature with no times fuse to enter the sphere willingly. Lame.
This? Oh no, it's first level. I thought you said. I could have sworn you said 5th level. I was like,
Nope.
For a 5th level
No.
spell, it's decent size. It's the same size as Fireball, so you can hit a good number of creatures, I guess.
I mean, if your goal is obscurement,
Right. You have
look at this.
Fog Cloud.
No, this is the. Why does it keep? No, this is right. This is right. I don't know why it has stuff that shouldn't be there. The appearance around and it's heavily obscured, which is going to do you a lot better than lightly obscured, which lightly obscured does nothing, honestly.
Right. I mean, it does a little damage.
All
so
this
it's
spell 1d4 psychic damage.
right. Yeah. No, it's not a lot.
That's less than vicious mockery at level 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. It's less than a level 5 vicious mockery, rather. Anyways, yeah. Approved of that thought.
Fruit out. Alright, next we have Curse of the Putrid Husk.
Level 3, action, 120 feet, verbal somatic, cost rate 10 minutes. Create horror illusion in the target's mind, convincing it that its body is slowly decaying. One creature that you can see in the range is overcome with a sense of impending doom as it watches itself rot. Choose one of the following effects. The creature selflessly tries to prevent the disease from spreading to its allies. Whenever it starts its turn within 30 feet of an ally, it takes the dash action and moves away from its nearest ally by the safe route unless there's nowhere to move. A creature becomes filled with spite as it tries to spread the disease 2 times. It takes the dash action to move towards its nearest enemies to arm strike against the target.
There
Well,
is a yes.
There is? Okay.
There is. And this one's just an entire replacement. It says replace the final paragraph with. It's like this is the entire paragraph. That final paragraph gone. A creature becomes filled with spite as it tries to spread the disease to its enemies. It takes the dash action to move towards the nearest enemy by the safest route on each of its turns, unless it is within 5 feet of a hostile creature.
That's it.
That's it.
The other versions, I want to point out, they fixed something that I had no problem with, but they didn't fix the thing I have a problem with. It's your cue,
So,
Ross.
what did you say?
It's your cue. Something's bothering me and they didn't fix it.
Alright, so first off, okay. I don't know why it's this book that keeps on doing this.
It's
Where
because they're
are
not
your
D&D
saves?
creators. They're not D&D creators. But you're right, 100%. Yes, 100%. This is literally going to take you out of the fight, potentially.
I think someone at Wizards of the Coast did not look. I feel like first off, I think.
Well, of course, Snowwalkie looked over. This was like a collaboration project. If they looked over, that would be the point. Anyways, this I think would be.
I mean, it's a disease.
An illusion. I'd say no. It's an illusion. Intelligence.
Intelligence save. Yeah. You're right. I forgot. I didn't realize it was an illusion. That's very good. That's a very good point.
Yep.
Added int save. Other than that, thoughts on the spell?
I honestly prefer the original version to the errata.
So should we just say, just treat the spell as it is?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, next one. Here we go. Dread Curse of Aboleth. Or, no, wait.
Oh,
Azaleth.
Also, notable thing I should mention, also they can make a save at the end of every turn as well.
Oh, and it's, okay.
Because
back.
you just, anything that would take someone out of the fight, you always have to add that. Alright, next.
Save. Dread Curse of Azaloth.
Azathoth.
Azathoth. I'm trying, man.
Bonus
I'm trying.
action, level 7 evocation, 120 feet, verbal conscious minute. You utter the secret name of Azathoth and doom a creature to an inevitable death unless it breaks the spell. The creature gains a curse point at the end of each of its turns. When the creature gets its third curse, it dies. It loses all curse points when the spell ends. This is an instant kill spell. It's 7th level, so I'm actually fine with that. But please add a save.
What would we make this?
For this one,
what are
I would say
curses normally in D&D?
wisdom. I would say wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. That
Unless you want to have real fun and put a charisma save on here.
we're going for charisma or wisdom.
We'll go wisdom. Give the enemies a fighting chance. Wisdom save at the end of each of their turns. Again, that way that there is a way to get out of it if they need to.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Next is let's see. We covered that. Here we go. Fist of Yogg Sloth.
Yogg Sotheth. There is no
Sotheth.
yell. Level 4 Conjuration. Action 120 feet. First non-concentration spell. You conjure a hurried tendril of that guy into reality to battle your foe. One creature of your choice that you can see within range makes a strength saving throw. Hey, they remember that saves exist.
Hey!
On a failed save, it takes 8d6 necrotic damage, has the prone condition, and you move it up to 40 feet in any direction within the spell's range. Honestly, this works. This just works.
Here's the thing. There
Huh?
is a correction for this one.
Oh, come on, really?
The correction stated is strike, quote, within the spell's range, end quote, from sentence 3.
Wait, no. Oh, I guess because 40 feet in any direction, you don't need it. Yeah, that's fair.
So
All right, yeah, no. Yeah, I like this. This is actually good.
that's a lot of damage too. Single target though, but a lot of damage.
It's 4th level spell, man.
That's true.
And I'll be honest, 4th level spell, this is a single target, and this is less damage. This is about the same damage as a fireball.
Yeah. Alright. The next spell we got is a spell called Red Sign.
It's an action self level 6 for a somatic concentration.
Yep.
You reach above your head and conjure a red sign. Sigil of events that is inimical to all creatures at the end of each of your turns for the duration. Each creature, including you, within 30 feet of you that you can see you, takes 5d8 necrotic damage. This damage can't break your concentration. Good.
Good. Thank you for adding that.
If this damage reduces the creature to 0 hit points, it and everything non-magical it is wearing and carrying collapse into a pile of slime and viscera. The target can be revived only by a true resurrection or wish spell. Save. Please put a save in here.
Yeah, save or half damage. Or actually, do we want to do half
Honestly,
damage?
No.
No.
Save or suck. Save or suck.
Save or suck. Okay.
Yeah, you're doing this.
What kind of
at the end of
save
each
for this?
Con or Dex. Con or Dex.
Let's say con, because necrotic damage, maybe. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, cool con. Yeah, because here's the issue. This is an insta-kill spell, which obviously, if I throw this against PCs, is huge. I mean, obviously, who really cares about throwing against monsters? But again, saves. We gotta add saves, people! Anyways, next.
Alright, next one. Which one have we not covered? Here we go. Another sign. Voracious sign. Vorish.
Level 3 Abjuration.
Okay, bonus action, 120 feet.
Somatic. You have mastered the Vorish sign, blah blah blah. Choose a creature that you can see within range. When you would normally roll 1 or more dice to deal damage to that creature with a spell. What?
You don't roll any of those dice, and instead use the highest
highest
roll
number
possible.
In addition, you can choose a spell of level 5 or lower that you can cast. Oh, okay. That has a choose a spell that has a cast of an action. You can cast that spell as part of casting Vorish sign, spending spell slots for both. Okay, they saved it.
Oh, I see how this works. So okay, so this is basically, so you're casting 2 spells. You're using your action and bonus action for this.
Which normally is illegal. But they covered it. They covered their asses. They covered their asses.
They covered it, and basically, you spend a 3rd level spell and up to 5th level? 5th level road,
yeah,
yes.
up to 5th level. Yep.
And you damage that creature, and
They
no
do
matter
max damage.
no matter what you do, max damage. Okay.
Yeah, so here's the thing. This is fine. You are spending a lot of resources to do this, which is really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
The main thing to note is because of how it is written. You are also quickening spells when you do this. Because this whole thing is a bonus action. You're casting your action spells as part of the bonus action.
Oh, so you'd still be able to do a cantrip. Okay.
Correct. Yep, and a cantrip,
I
of course,
see.
yep.
It's still you're still spending a lot, but the potential on that is pretty good.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Also, the cantrip would... No, it wouldn't. I would say this... I like this. It's approved. They need to reword some things. Because they make it sound like it is instantaneous.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Well, no, I think it is. It's like whenever you
I know. They
Yeah.
make it... The wording makes it sound like it isn't.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Alright. Anything else, or are we done?
The final spell, and you got to see on the screen, is Wave of Oblivion.
9th level evocation, action self.
Instantaneous.
You create a 30-foot cone of oblivion. Each bloodied creature
Bloody to half health.
in the cone makes a con save, but saves in here. On a failed save, they die. And it and everything is carrying a turn to dust. The target can be revived only by a 9th level spell, and you still got to do roll out.
Yeah, it's a fairly short range too. Or wait, actually,
30 foot, yeah.
30 foot
Oh,
cone.
yeah,
That's the same as
9th level. 9th level, I would.
Yeah.
9th level, I'd say fair. Alright, approved.
And that is the last spell. Also, actually, real quick, I'm gonna take a glance at this for a moment. Because
While
if I
you do that,
was
I'll tell you right now that I want to look at any cleric spells next.
well, that's what I was about to talk about.
Oh, there are no cleric spells?
Actually, oh no, we did cover it. I think we're done.
Wait, we covered all the spells?
Yeah. Unless I'm double checking. Ross always double checks. Yeah, no. A lot of them were attached to Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard.
Okay. With that in
and
mind...
we covered the Cleric ones when we did the Cleric subclass.
Okay, with that
So-
in mind, I think that's it.
Oh, I thought that was a unique effect thing in this book.
Was there... There are, like, Mythos tomes, but they're just magic items.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I believe, unless we might need to update this in case, we are wrong and there is a unique mechanic, but what do you think about this book? Like, as a whole?
Disappointing.
I think it was cool.
Yeah, I will say, conceptually it was cool, but also they didn't really lean into the theme very much. Sometimes they did. Sometimes they did, but a lot of the time they didn't. Anyways,
agreed.
I would be... I like what it represents that they did this, and they did this big collaborative effort.
Oh yeah, no,
But,
that's really
yeah.
cool. So
Unfortunately, it hits on a lot of, like... There were very few things I really liked out of this book. Anyways,
yeah. Anyway,
that's it, though. We finished another book. Woo!
another book is done, and another book done, and another book done, another approved or not. Anyway,
Alright.
thank you guys for watching, and yeah, we'll cover another book if D&D Beyond adds one. As you can see on top of the screen, apparently they're doing maintenance, so who knows?
We have other books that we want to cover outside of D&D Beyond. But some books
Of course,
have more
of
stuff.
course.
For now,
Yep.
bye-bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.